Look at that professional. I mean, so what part of the day-to-day are you involved in? Like, do you have your hands in everything, or is there
everything? Yeah, I own the company.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some owners, like in my old company, I backed off from R&D at the end.
No, I do everything.
You got a sweet potato?
Yeah, I'm involved in everything.
Let me get a dry sweet potato.
Gets inundating, doesn't it?
Yeah, you gotta keep up with everything. You know, you own the company.
Sweet potato is
things start freaking down crazy.
You gotta know what's going on.
Yeah. So what are your long-term plans? What do you think?
Oh, we're trying to come out with more products and get a little bit more, get a few more countries.
Are you guys really strong internationally? Is that where your main strength is?
Very strong.
What countries? Mainly Europe?
Germany, Australia.
Australia's great, isn't
Brazil. it? Brazil is huge.
Brazil is good.
Yeah.
We were, Australia was our biggest territory outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Europe is our biggest.
Well, yeah, Europeans actually appreciate bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Much more than, and same with Australia, much more than the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, oh, he's doing the Masters Olympia. I'm like,
no, they don't have that no more.
They don't?
No, the lady that had it ripped everybody off.
Really?
She didn't even give out the prize money she said she was going to give out. She didn't rip those guys off, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
What about guest posing?
Yeah, I could do that.
Well, guest posing, you don't have to get into contest shape. You can come in, as long as you can hit a crab shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hit all the poetic shots in the world, but people love it when you hit that crab shot, right? Who was it back in the day? Mike Katz, back in the old school days. He used to get, one show he just came up, he went out for his posing routine, hit a crab shot, walked off the stage, and won the show. I mean, that's all he did. That's all he had, really. That's what he had. So back in the day when you first started competing, was it like harder, different? I mean, as far as, I was hearing stories about you go to Europe, they wouldn't have food for you and all that stuff. Back in the day, not. So it was always.
There's a lot of shows on the tour. Like we had this one time, there was 7 shows in 11 days. We had to fly from city to city. We'd be in Italy one night, then we go to Germany, we go to France. So the show was right behind each other.
Now they'd have all your stuff ready for you, like food and all that. I mean,
yeah, they have food and everything ready for you.
Okay.
That's no problem.
But it's still, I mean, flying and competing.
Just all that flying, and competing. Trying to stay lean, up in the air.
Oh yeah.
Holding water, all that flying.
Flying, I mean, a 72-hour water displacement or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So
you never get rid of the water. So do the best you can.
No.
Everybody's right there together, so
everybody's looking worse and worse.
we had a lot of fun. I enjoyed those. Even though it was kind of grueling.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to sleep. That was the hardest thing about it. So you get like 2 hours sleep a night, 3 hours a night.
Time changes, events, appearances.
No time changes because it's all in Europe.
Yeah.
It's just the flying and trying to sleep after the show. Then getting up the next morning, getting on the plane, trying to get to the next city, and be there on time. It's kind of hard to make it on time. I mean, one time, the flight got delayed. We showed up 8 hours late. 8 hours
and
late.
were people still waiting for you?
We got there at 1 in the morning. It was still a big crowd, huge crowd.
Wow. So Big J, you guys knew each other back in the 90s, right?
Ronnie and I?
Yeah.
Started working out at Metroplex in '95. With Marc, Coleman, Branch.
Now, has he changed much since you first started? Is he still the same dude?
He don't remember
that far back.
Has he changed much, or is he pretty much the same dude?
No, he's always real quiet, real humble, real nice, real giving.
I only got a lot smaller.
People's personalities will change. Ronnie's has it.
Yeah.
People that get famous, they always change. Always. But Ronnie never did. I first met Ronnie before he even won the Olympia. When did you win the Olympia? 96? 98. I was competing for his show, and then I was actually expediting his show, and I was training alongside him with all the other guys. And like I said, at his house, the first time I met him, he walked up to me, I was squatting 600 pounds with Marc Hamlin. Marc died a few years ago, one of my best friends. Good guy, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was squatting 600.
Now you do physique, sure.
Now I do physique. Now I don't have to do the 600.
Leg extensions. All leg extensions.
Because all he sees that bottom part.
Just calves.
I had 600 pounds on the bar. Ronnie walked up behind me and said, "Marc, how come my guy got little bitty legs and squats so much weight?" And I turned around and I said, how come you got such big legs?
You didn't even see. Usually you'd insult, but instead you complimented him.
Yeah. He told me, he said I was doing it all wrong. I need to change it up. So we went outside and we started pushing cars with the brakes on.
That's old school.
Yeah, man.
Back when people used to train hard.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. no one wants to work anymore, man. These emails you get.
That's right, man.
I'm like, there's this one kid at our gym, and the first day he walks, I told you about this. I don't know if I did, but you know who I'm talking about?
Trend kid,
yeah. This guy comes up, and he's like, I'm doing boom, boom, and he's listening. I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm like, okay, let's go over your diet and training first, right? Dude never trained legs one day in his life. And I'm like, why not? He's like, it just seems like it'd be hard.
Never trained back.
Yeah. Oh, and then a week later he goes, yeah, I trained back for my first time last week. I'm like, oh.